Hey yo, so now it's 11:20 p.m. I'm so sleepy and yeah, I think I need to go to sleep early today too. It's not early now, it's not early at all, but anyway, just try to get this homework done and then go to sleep as early as I can. Um, well, what should I talk about today? Actually, each day gonna give me a lessons, at least one or two. But let's see what I should talk about. Okay, I think about my something that I observe and I feel recently. I don't know if it's right, but I just feel like it is kind of um it is a life lesson that I only recognize by experiencing that. Um, so for example, normally I met so many good and nice people. Um, I think I really met true people or encounter rude people or you know impolite or difficult people. So recently, especially when I moved to Sydney, when I came to Sydney, not moved, when I came to Sydney, and I started looking for a job. By the first job that I did was kind of working at the restaurants. Um, I did try apply so many jobs online, both full time job and part time job, but um, I failed some, and for majority of the applications, I did not receive any response back. So I have no choice but gotta look for a part time job, and the only thing I can do is working at as restaurant like the other students. So in the workplace, I cannot tell in detail, but I met some people who are not so nice, who are kind of, how to say, in Vietnamese we have like ma mới bằng lạc ma cũ or something similar. So it's mean like the the people who work there for long will tend to bully the newbies, the newcomer. And I was that one of that, you know, newcomer. I would not say that I am victim, but I know how it feels to be, someone who came later and got bullied. And it's not bully like in school, but I feel like it's kind of in, how do I say, mentally. I mean, at least to me, I feel like it's a toxic environment because I don't ever feel happy whenever I go to work there. I just feel like each day going to work there is a suffering day. And then I try to work there like I guess few weeks. I can still keep working there because I told myself that okay, this is not gonna be my permanent job. I just try to survive the life here, the expensive rental here, and everything here. I just need to survive this time, and I should not give a freaking care about how the other people treat me here because honestly I don't consider them like my friend or anybody important in my life. So whatever they do or they don't treat me well is their choice and that they're right. And that what kept me keep you know working there for a few weeks. And eventually I did not work there anymore because I no longer work there because it's another story I'm gonna tell later. Oh no, I think I told in another video earlier because I applied a full time job, and I got interview with them, and I thought that I passed that one already. I feel so like strongly and optimistic, And in a very optimistic way, I thought, okay, that job is me, that role should be me, it's matching 99%. So I just, told them that I want to leave the job. And I'm at that time, because I was working in the office. um, so I always think that we should, tell the restaurant like maybe 2 weeks ahead, or at least 1 week ahead, so they can, find a replacement for that position. Otherwise it's gonna be not good for the restaurant, for the business. So I told them early, just make sure that they can find someone to replace me, right? But bingo, the next week I got reject, from that company, from the company that I feel very optimistic about. And that was another story. But basically, I finished, working in that toxic restaurant. I don't consider that a toxic restaurant, just one person, but that person gonna make the whole experience, um, to be to be something that I don't really wanna remember. But I don't know why I kept remembering it. Anyway, um, at that time, I was questioning why, like, there that there. I mean, normally my life is pretty, it's not in pink color, but I just think like most of people is so nice. And I never met the bad people, so I just don't know how to handle them until I work at that restaurant. It was like one of the biggest shock when I first moved to Australia. But I feel like I hold the, how to say, the angriness for too long, uh, and I did not let it go until recently. I just realized. So when I work in another restaurant, the one that I'm currently working now, people are so nice, or pretty nice, or decent nice. Some people are not so nice, but I mean that's just very small part. But they're not so bad. I mean, just normal. But anyway, I don't consider that a big part of my life, important person or friends of me. I just feel like, okay, let's go to work, just try to get the day done and then get the job done, um, and that's it. So when I in the new restaurant, um, I think there are many situations I feel like I did not really handle well, because I still feel I have a high ego, and my way of thinking is different from them. Also, the character, the expectation is different. Like, I would say, I think so. So it's not their problem. Uh, is the problem, I think, mostly from me, because I couldn't adapt to this environment. Normally, I work in the office, and I met the people with the same energy and the same vibe. And now I work with people with different kind of like background and different way of thinking. So it's gonna be conflict sometimes, but it's not really a big conflict. It's just very small one, which is something I feel not so happy. But I still decide to let it go and move on, because, and I told myself again, it's not gonna be my job that I'm gonna do long. So I think there are two situations that I would remember the most and tell myself, um, as a lesson. One was with the lady that I'm working with today. So initially, she did not like me. I mean, she just be pretty, how to say. She was quite tough on me. Sometimes yell at me because she's at my mom age, and we can imagine that because of the generation gap, right? And the people with kind of the old people with different mindset. um, I don't know, maybe there could be many reasons, but I feel like she did not like me much. um, I didn't know. I didn't know about. I didn't know that she just the others young people like almost the same the way she just me. I just know it recently. I just knew about it recently. So yeah. Anyway, um, over the time, I worked with her a few more times, and again, I told myself that okay, I should not. How to say? I should not try to talk to her much or please her. Just keep doing what I need to do. If she's told me to do this, I'm gonna do this, and I don't need to, how to say, in Vietnamese we say like cãi lại, and in English I don't know how to say it. I don't need to talk back to go again, yeah, go against her, or speak against her, talk again, I don't know which word, maybe speak again, talk against her, try to prove that I am right, and try to show my opinion. I just feel like okay, keep my opinion for myself, just do whatever she want me to do, because it's just a job. um, and yeah, time flies, and now after a while I recognize that, oh my god, I didn't notice that our relationship getting much better over time, and I feel like she liked me a lot more than the first time I worked with her. Even she told me that, oh my god, I mean, I was different from the others. I did notice this thing and this thing, and how was pretty helpful. Um, so I think basically she liked me even more than the others young people that she worked with, and that's something make me realize that I think my attitude, the way I behavior, will decide the way the other behavior or think about me. So if, for example, if I give, um, let's say my version one, when I was working at that restaurant, the first time I came to Sydney, the one that I say is toxic restaurant, right? If I kept being that version that I get angry at them and I show them, I mean not show them, but I just kept getting angry and think about that, like why they treat me like this, why they treat me like that, like just keep asking and keep feeling frustrated about the job, then it doesn't help. And the second version of me, I train the strategy. I just feel okay. Let's go free care, carefree, not free care, carefree. um just try to get the job done. Don't think too much. Don't be so serious about what the heck's the other people choose me or think about me. It's not important. They don't know me and I don't know them. They don't know about me at all. How I expect them to treat me nice as a friend, so they can do whatever they want. So I think the second approach and the second version um, the good choice. The good is a good one. And also it happened similarly with another guy, also in the second job, the one that I'm cooking now. So he's young, but he's a little bit cranky and bossy, and he's younger than me too. So sometimes I feel very a little bit angry and question too, like why this young little guy like is disrespectful and kind of bossy, and just asking me do this, do that. And sometimes I show my disagreement to him, and I show that okay, I am older than you and I know how to work. It's just I don't wanna, how to say, I'm not the one working at a main one in the shop. Why am I expressing so lengthy? I mean, I'm not the main in charge in this shop, so I just follow whatever he's told me. But deep down inside, I feel, of course, I feel discontent with him. But one time I, I don't I don't think I should tell clearly, but one time he got pretty angry, um, and then he texted me, like personally, like asking why I did not help him, this and that, blah blah. And I didn't. I mean, to be honest, I did not intentionally, do it because I have no idea. I did something else, but not the job that he expected me to do. So when he went back and saw that I did not do all the job that he expected me, so he got angry. And oh my god, that day I felt pretty angry, to be honest. I feel like I want to, go fight him again. But for some reason, I think after I talking to another girl at work, and she explained to me about the job scope as this restaurant. So I got to know that, okay, the problem is that I am the person who doesn't understand all the rules and the job scope at the restaurant. So this time, because I know that that's, my shortcomings, my problem, so I texted him back saying, okay, I'm sorry because in, I did not intend, to let him do all the things. I am not that kind of person, and I'm gonna take note on what he said about and gonna do it next time. I just said it and thank you. Um, and then the next week we work again together, me and that guy. Everything has changed a lot more. So the next time, I don't know if he felt a little bit regret for getting angry at me and texted me personally, but the next week, like it's like a flip. The situation was flipped. The other side is become the bright side, and then everything is booming and the relationship is getting better. Um, so and also for the whole day he was talking to me a lot more, like even the next week of that, he was talking to me and rambling with me. It's like close college. It's funny. I feel like actually everybody is not so bad if we know how to say, um for example, if they are angry, or if they are not so nice, and if we decide to not behave the way they did, or if we try to be calm and just act cool, like that's just try to not do the same thing that they did to us, then they will, slowly, eventually, or very quickly recognize their problems, and then they will automatically, voluntarily change their behavior or their thought about us. um, I think it's kind of human behavior. It's not something difficult, but I didn't know it earlier. um, yeah, so to be honest, I am still person who could not be at that level. Sometimes I still get angry, but I think now I know how to um, control it, or at least try to remind myself to minimize it as much as possible. Yeah, I think it should be the way to go. But before going to sleep, I just want to tell one more funny story today. I don't know if it's called funny story or not. But um, this afternoon, just right today, the Uber order came to our shop, and then um, that lady ordered rice paper roll and Coke Hero. But normally we're gonna process the order pretty quick, and just checking again our available items and just accept the order. And this time, the lady who worked with me, the old lady that I mentioned, she did not check the Coke Euro. She thought it was there in the in stock, but eventually it did not. I mean, it was not available. It was sold out. I get just a few minutes earlier. So when she packed the order and then she just got to know it. So I was the one handle it. So when the driver came to take the order, I asked him to call the customer so I can talk to her and ask her about changing to other alternative. Um, I told her that we did not have Coke Zero because it was sold out just few minutes earlier. It's the truth, so I just told her the truth, and I asked her if I could possibly get her like classic Coke instead. When I before reaching out to her, I felt very optimistic that the customer gonna accept it because normally the other customer that I met since I work there, they are so chill and they are so nice. They are so easy with whichever option that we suggest them. Um, and I don't, to be honest, I don't know the difference between classical and Coke Zero. I know that Coke Zero is mean no sugar, but I don't. I mean, and I don't know like how the huge and the big impact the Coke Zero can have, which the classic Coke doesn't have. Maybe the sugar only. So okay, eventually it turns out that the girl, I don't know why she was pretty upset and angry, to be honest, and it showed her attitude. I mean, everybody can see it. The driver who just right there, and maybe some of the customer eating there, and also the lady just also there as well, a little bit far away, but she still hear the conversation. So I asked her, and she said no, she doesn't accept it because the classic cup has a lot sugar, and so I because I don't know why I was so dumb at that time. Like my mind did not function well. I feel like I'm not smart at all at that time. So I don't know how to handle because she said she did not accept classic cup or the other one because the other one also has sugar. um, and I offer her, okay, so what do you want, or do you want to refund? And I don't know why what triggered her, but she got angry to the top level, and I'm not sure it's the top level or not, but basically she used inappropriate language, fucking words, the cursing word, not fucking, the cursing word, like, what if I just want a fucking rice paper roll. uh, I didn't know. I didn't really get what her meant until I think later. I feel like maybe what she meant is that she now she paid already, and she doesn't want refund. She's just want rice paper roll, and okay, she's like okay with losing some bucks for cup euro, which she doesn't get. And anyway, at that moment, the old lady who worked with me, she's smart enough to tell me, okay, come, let's go to another store and buy Coke Zero for her. And I just felt like, okay, I should have thought of that solution earlier. And but before leaving the call, I tell her, okay, please don't get angry. I'm gonna go to the other store and get you the Coke Zero. I want her to know that she is getting angry, and getting angry is not good. Getting angry gonna make yourself look ugly. I i don't know why I dared to say so. I don't know if it's too rude, to be honest. um I was thinking about it. I think it's maybe I should not I should not have said so, but I did actually. Anyway, so everything, I mean, the order is done, and the driver is nice enough to wait for me, to go to the store, um, in few blocks away, to buy the coke and got back. And before leaving, he even said good luck to me. I don't know if I got report or review or whatever. I don't care. So, but the lesson for me after this I feel like, okay, if I laugh at her, then I have to remember the next time whenever I get angry, there will be somebody laugh at me like that, right? And not only me laugh at her, but the other people who listen to the conversation, they're gonna feel maybe the same way. So basically, if we don't know how to control our anger, then we will be, the ugly person in front of the other people's eyes. We're gonna make them feel scared of us, feel, how do I say, they're gonna stay away from us. And I feel, that's not kind of person I wanna be. So this story is just something fun for me to remind myself that, okay, anger is a choice. Anger is a choice. We can choose to behave the way we want, and the more we stay cool and calm, the more we're gonna make the other people, you know, feel about their behavior, and maybe they have trained their way of thinking or behaving. So I think it's too much. It's not so. I mean, everything happened for a reason. So this incident today somehow is good for me to remind myself again. And I think I have that quote right here in front of me saying that ego down, come up, anger is a choice. I'm gonna maybe just put it here again. Um, oh my god, it's too late. Have a good night. When